The truth about selling on Amazon. That's what this video is going to be all about. And we're going to focus on four things that I think that we should look at when it comes to the truth about selling on Amazon. So, number one, we're going to discuss, does it work? Number two, we're going to discuss realistically the amount of money that you can make, well, you could expect to make on there. Three, we're going to discuss ease of use, like how easy is it to actually sell on Amazon. And four, we're going to talk about the barrier of entry, or how difficult it is to get on the platform and actually sell products. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Horace, and this is my channel. This is what I teach. I've been on here since 2017, and my entire journey is on the channel. Now, there are different ways to sell on Amazon. We'll get into all of that. The method I use is called arbitrage. That's where you go out to retail stores, you find things on sale, you turn around and you sell them on Amazon. And just to give you a quick kind of view of the types of products that I sell. I hope you can see this. I'm terrible with the camera, but just to give you an idea, these are the types of products that I sell. Just regular everyday items. I tend to focus in grocery, or what Amazon calls grocery and gourmet, and I love showing exactly what I'm doing. So if you're interested, you definitely want to subscribe to the channel, and you can figure out exactly the types of things that I do. And we did some research. You know, we come out with, we actually put out 3 videos a week. We do 2 uploaded, and then we go live every Saturday. But my producer and I decided, hey, we're going to do some research this time. Instead of just picking a subject, a title, we're going to do some research to see how we might be able to better serve. And the research led us to this title, and we think that we might be able to help you out. So we can talk about number 1 right now. So going to be, does it work? The short answer to that is yes. It really does work. I mean, you have to think, over 50% of the products that are being sold on Amazon are sold by third-party sellers. That's what you're going to be when you start to sell on Amazon. So yes, it does work. In fact, Amazon depends on the third-party sellers in order to be able to offer the amount of products that they're offering to their customers. So yeah, it does work. But remember, guys, I say this all the time, you're it. Okay? So the minute you ask the question, does it work? You got to be looking in the mirror, and you got to be saying, does it work? The minute you say it doesn't work, you got to be looking in the mirror saying it doesn't work, because you're it. So I'm a preacher, so I'm going to try not to get going on this. But guys, I don't want to hear it. It doesn't really matter what platform it is. If it's making money, you can do the work, and you can, you know, make it happen. You're it. So, and I'm going to show you in a minute the kind of numbers that I do. And like I said, this channel's been around since 2017. If it wasn't working, there's no way that I would be able to continue with it. So let's just put that aside right now. The first thing we're considering is that it does work. The next thing we want to talk about is, and you're probably interested in knowing, how much can you realistically expect to make on Amazon? Okay, so we're going to go in, we're going to get at the controls, and we're going to look at my numbers for the last 30 days, and we may even go a little bit further back and kind of give you some realistic ideas on what you can expect to actually keep in your pocket. Let's go in. Okay, guys, so now we're in my little office area. Please excuse the glare on my bald head, but hey, that comes with that condition. So now I'm gonna get into the part where we go over the kind of money that you can realistically expect to make selling on Amazon. And remember, there are different ways to sell on Amazon. For example, there's wholesale. That's where you're buying from a wholesaler, a distributor, or actually directly from the manufacturer. What else do you have? You have private label, where you hear about people coming out with their own products or getting some sort of a knockoff done in China, whatever it may be, but you're part of actually getting a product produced, putting your own label brand on it or whatever it may be. And then you have retail arbitrage, you have online arbitrage, as I sort of mentioned before we came in. And here's what you got to understand. All of them work. So I'm not here to throw shade on any method of selling on Amazon. They all work, as long as, remember, you do the work. I just do arbitrage because you got to remember, I'm a working class hustler. I work a regular job as a truck driver, and I do this kind of like on the side, but it can get so big that you kind of have two jobs. So know that going in, you have to like to work. If you don't want to work, this is not going to be for you. So let me show you my screen. Throw on the glasses here so I can see. And so what we're looking at is what's called Seller Central. This is the software that you get when you get an account. And you can get an account for free. There's certain stipulations with it, but you can start for absolutely free, just so you know. And so here's where you can see my total balance. Amazon pays out every 2 weeks. There's ways to get around that if you want to pay to get your settlements a little quicker. I don't. This was the last amount that went into my bank account. This is how many orders we've had so far. We'll do a refresh just to see if any more came in. They did not. And you can see today is May the 26th. The year is 2020. And in the last 7 days, you can see what we've done. In the last 15 days, you can see what I've done. And in the last 30 days, I've sold 858 units for a total of $18,273.34. Now, that's a running total. So you take today, go back 30 days, and this is the number you get. So it's constantly running. Tomorrow, the last day will drop off to make room for today. So just to give you an idea, we can go a little bit deeper. And remember, guys, I'm doing this as a regular guy with a full-time job. You can kind of see the graph. We're going to look at the last 30 days, and you can see the number that's like total in revenue that came each day. So you can see sort of it goes up and down, guys. Look at, you could have a day where it's 690, almost 700. The very next day, you might not even make 4. It just depends. 658, 598, 633, 721, 698, 847, 610. Then you could have a big spike, 1300. But then you may go down, 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 down. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you a realistic view of what to expect here, so that, you know, you kind of go in understanding what's real. We can look at one more thing here. If we go inside, let's see if we can get in there. So let's say if we look at, we'll look at the month of May. And let's see. So we'll say month to date. We'll look at this month. And then we'll look at, we'll compare that to last year. So we're looking at this month, and then we're comparing it to last year. So you can see what's been going on. Look at the number of units. The one on the bottom, that 8 is that day last year in the month, same month. This month, you see the difference? So what happened was I started putting in more work. I started getting much more serious about the business. So if you go year to date and you can compare this year so far, we've done 84,582. Last year, the whole year, we're getting close to what we did for the whole year this year. And I'm going to be honest with you, COVID-19 had something to do with that. That was like having an extra fourth quarter. If you don't know what that is, fourth quarter is huge for all businesses because of the holiday season. Around Christmas, people just spend. Well, with the pandemic, people were doing just that, spending. And I'm going to be transparent about that. I'm not here to sell you anything. So I don't have to come up with something, ridiculous or just flat out untrue. But watch this, guys. We're going to go into another software that I use. It's called Inventory Lab. It's made specifically for people who sell on Amazon. And watch what happens when we start looking. It's nice to look at your revenue. Now let's start looking at how much money we actually got to keep. Now, it's a little weird how Inventory Lab does it. So you can see from May the 1st until the 2nd. I don't know why you would want to show that period, but look at, I lost $73 and a penny. Then you go from the 3rd to the 9th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. That's 7 days. So 4,200 came in, but I only got to keep 648 out of that. Look at the next week from May 10th through the 16th, 4,200 came in, but I only got to keep about 1,000. Okay. Look at from the 17th to the 23rd, about 5,300 came in, but I only get to keep like 1,300. Now, what you could do, you could change this to quarterly. We're actually in the second quarter right now. So that would be April. We're looking at May. So far we've had $16,125.32 come in, but we only got to keep $3,393.85. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is, would an extra $3,300 make a difference in your life? That's your take home. Add that to your current take home. Would that make a difference in your life? Would it be worth it to you? Okay. And that's going to bring us to the next question that we're going to consider. Is it easy? The answer is no. But let me delve into exactly what I mean by that. When I say it's not easy, I'm not saying that doing the job is difficult. I mean, in other words, how do you there's a certain skill set that you need to learn in order to be profitable. You have to learn how to buy, because the money is made when you buy. If you know how to use certain information to determine whether or not a profit could be, sold on Amazon for a profit, that part, there's nothing difficult about it. Once you learn how to do it, you can keep doing it. But the key word is do. You have to do it. I mean, where was I at yesterday? On my day off, I was working the business. Where was I on Sunday? I was out at the stores buying products. So there's a lot of work involved. Now, can you eventually get to a place where you don't have to do so much work? Absolutely. If you want, you can hire people, you can get to that level, but you're not going to start out like that unless you already have capital and a team and know-how. But for the average person, you're going to have to grind in the beginning. And in the beginning, I mean, you can move at various paces. But what I'm saying is, if anybody's out here telling you that it's easy and they're painting this picture of pie in the sky and all they're focused on is, the good side of it, it's just not realistic. It's like anything. An Amazon business is like any other business. The work has to be done, and there's no way around that. So you might as well embrace the work. If you don't want to work, this is not for you. If you're looking at the margins, if you're looking at the profit, and you're saying, well, I don't want, what do we say? I don't want 16,000 coming in and I only get to keep 3,300. If that's what you're saying, then this is not for you. And you can go work for an employer that makes margins like that. Because I got news for you. Wherever you're working, if you think that they're making 100% profit, it's just not true. If you actually knew the margins that your company is making after paying you and everybody else and all their other expenses, cost of goods, insurance, and all of this stuff, maybe it's just not for you. So I'm not here to sell you anything. That's the reason why I can just be honest with you. It's not for everybody. You have to be above average. Because if you're the average person, you don't want to be involved with that. You'd rather play video games. You'd rather be on social media. You'd rather, go out drinking and partying and whatever that you want to do that's fun. You want that dopamine release. So, this is work. So it's not, you have to be above average to want to do this, and remember this, guys, this is not dealing so much with the Amazon. This deals a little bit more with just philosophy. Be careful, because some people that are close to you, including yourself, might have a tendency to say, oh, well, I don't really want much. Okay, be careful, because this is how this works. When you want something, you don't get it just because you want it. You get it because you want it, and then you must become the person that can get it. So it's great to want things, because first you have to become. That means you're constantly growing. You're learning through mistakes and trials, errors, experience, and friendships and relationships that you're going to develop along the way. Be careful when you say, I don't really want much, because guess what? You don't become much. Now, if you want to spend your life and at the end you didn't do much, you didn't become much, that's up to you. But, just keep that in mind, guys. Is it easy? No, it's not. But it's rewarding and it is worth it. Okay, so we can't just say it's not easy. We have to say it's not easy and it's worth it, because at the end you will have accomplished something. It's just like anything. If it's easy, what's it really worth to you? I can tell you, for me, it is very worth it. So if it's something that you could see yourself doing and you're willing to put in the work, you're going to enjoy the rewards. So lastly, we're gonna cover the barrier to entry. In other words, how easy is it to start an account? How easy is it to start selling products? Here's the deal with that, guys. You're gonna learn really quick. You can have your account set up in minutes. Amazon says, come on. And then you're gonna learn real quick. You're going to have to earn your bones. You're not just going to get on Amazon's platform and think you're going to sell everything that you want to sell. Amazon doesn't know you. So here again, we're just being realistic, okay? We're setting a realistic expectation for you. You are not going to walk on to Amazon's platform and just get to do whatever you want. They don't know you. Okay, this is their sandbox. This is their playground, not yours. These are their customers, not yours, but you're representing them. And you directly affect the experience that Amazon customers have. So if you're just starting out, do not be discouraged when Amazon says, hey, you can't sell this particular product. Hey, you can't sell in this whole category because we don't know you yet. Okay? Realistic expectations, guys. There is a barrier, okay? They'll let you in the door, and then once you walk in, it's like everywhere you go, it seems like, all right, I can't sell this, I can't sell that, I can't list in this category, I can't list in that category.
You just have to get in where you fit in, put the work in, prove yourself. How long is that going to take? I don't know. And it doesn't matter, because you have to walk in saying, hey, I'm willing to get in get in the muck of it, get down in the dirt. I'll sell whatever I can. If all they're gonna let me sell is toys, I'll sell toys. If all I can sell is books, then I'll sell books. Whatever it may be, just let me in, let me prove myself. I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to persevere, I'm willing to keep driving on. And over time, Amazon's gonna say, okay, this guy's for real. This isn't just a passing hobby. He's serious. We can trust our customers with him. We can trust that he's not counterfeiting. We can trust that he's serious about this. We'll start to open a little bit more to him. Let's see how they do with this. You keep doing good, and before you know it, you'll be selling name brand stuff. You'll get invited into different categories and stuff like that. But if you're thinking that you're just going to walk in and be able to do whatever you want, that's not how this works. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't let anybody just come into your place and just do whatever they want. You don't know them. You're giving them a chance, but now they have to prove that they can handle this, that they're worthwhile, that they're trustworthy. Okay? So that's enough for now, guys. And I tell you what, we'll probably make this a series. Please, please, please leave comments. Let me know if there's something that I didn't cover. Leave a comment. We'll do a part 2 to this, a part 3. We'll just keep going. If you got value out of this, do me and my producer a favor. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like. You know, that helps us in the algorithms. It tells YouTube, hey, this video is decent, and all the effort and the energy that these guys are putting into this, let's share it with some other people who might be interested in the same thing. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so that you can be notified. Like I said, number one, it's absolutely free. In case you didn't know, to subscribe to a YouTube channel does not cost you anything, but you need to know what to expect. If you sign up for this channel and subscribe, you're going to get 2 videos per week, plus we go live, and you'll just be notified. So, and going live is pretty fun. That's where you get to interact with me. I can really let loose. I have a personality that's kind of weird, but I even dance every Saturday for you. So yeah, get involved, and tell you what, hang out to the end screen. We got another video that we think would be beneficial to you. If you're really interested in this, we have videos to show you how to get started, how to pick products. I do recommend arbitrage. That's not the only way, but it's a great way to just get started right off the bat. Hope you got value out of the video, guys, and I'll talk to you later.